Welcome to the LongBox Paradox, episode 25.5. I'm Dan, and we're going over this week's new releases for the week of June 5th. So, starting out right away, Image Comics. Josh Williamson, writer I really like. His book Birthright is out this week. It's an interesting book. If you kind of get a little curious, look up the summary and get the first trade. Basically, it is a child that disappears in the woods. The family breaks apart because he disappears. The mother is blaming the father for taking the kid. He reappears years later, but now he's a grown man. So time worked differently where he went, and in that other land, he was the chosen one who was supposed to be the downfall of the evil wizard, and he ends up becoming a pawn of the wizard who comes back to Earth to kill the mages that constructed the wall, stopping him from coming to Earth. Again, it's kind of a weird story, but it's interesting, and Williamson, he handles character moments very well. So definitely worth checking out. Criminal number 5 is out. Not much more to say than it's Brubaker. The first trade of Die is out. I recommend everyone pick this up. It's fantastic, and if you want a signed copy or signed bookplate, Jetpack Comics, as of the other week, still had some available to order, and at a really damn good price. We also have Man-Eaters out. Man-Eaters is a very, very weird book, but it's fascinating, and I keep reading it. Chelsea Kane, who some had fake outrage over her Mockingbird book. Fantastic job on this. Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chang's Paper Girls is out. It's concluding or ongoing the final arc of this story. I think it's at a good time for it to end, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it ends. We also have Walking Dead 192. So we get to find out, is Rick dead, or is Rick just mortally wounded from getting shot? Don't know. 191 picked up as a decent quick flip book. This might be a good pickup just in case they actually announce Rick is dead. Witchblade 14 comes out. I've been liking Caitlin Kittredge's take on it. It's different. I like the changing kind of the mythos of the Witchblade. If you're going to do a reboot, this is probably the way to do it. Dark Horse, not a whole lot for me this week. Black Hammer 45 from the World of Black Hammer is out. I love the World of Black Hammer. Lemire's done a fantastic job building this world up, and I will buy every spin-off as it stands right now. Other than that, not a whole lot out that I am digging this week from Dark Horse. IDW, not much also. DC Comics, I know there's fans of The Adventures of the Super Sons. Issue 11 of 12 comes out this week. I haven't heard much buzz about it, so I don't think it's going to end on a strong note. Batman 72 is out. I'm not buying it for the story this week, because I really just hate the ongoing story. But the B cover is by Michael Golden, and Michael Golden was a monster of an artist when I was growing up and doesn't really do a whole lot lately. So I'm picking it up out of nostalgia. Batman Teenage Mutant Turtles number 3, or Series 3, number 2 is out. Pretty nice Kevin Eastman cover. The cover I'm loving, Deceased number 2, the Yasmin Putri horror poster homage cover. And it is Nightmare on Elm Street with Poison Ivy as Nancy, and Batman as Freddy. I'm really digging it. There is also a C cover of Bizarro that looks pretty awesome. Neil Gaiman's The Dreaming number 10, or the Universe of Sandman Universe Dreaming number 10. I'm pretty steeped in it. Loving Green Lantern, and Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp have done a fantastic job on this book. Number 7 was probably one of the better single-issue stories I've read in a long time, and I recommend picking it up if you just want to have your mind blown. The A cover by Liam Sharp is a little bit of an homage to the old Hard Traveling Heroes. Really digging it. A recommend for me, Imaginary Fiends, the trade paperback's coming out by Tim Seeley. If you like horror comics, this was a fascinating book to read, and I really enjoyed it. Justice League 25, two different variants, the A by Jim Chung and the B by Molina. I really like the Jim Chung A cover. It's also called Lex Luthor's Offer. So I guess we see where the Year of the Villain now is finally leading to. I've been kind of all over the place with that book. Another one I'm buying mainly for the cover is Shazam number 6. The Karmome Shirahama cover, the B, is fantastic, and I recommend that as a kind of spec hold. And Young Justice number 6, I'm going to pick up the B variant by Villalobos, mainly because it has Amethyst as the main person in the group shot. I weirdly think Amethyst is a kind of a cool character that they have not done enough with. Heading on to Marvel. One of the bigger books to come out with the ungodly amount of covers is Black Cat number 1. I will be picking up the Art Germ variant because, frankly, I just kind of don't like the J. Scott Campbell cover. It's kind of basic and just reusing poses that I've seen a million times and just not for me right now. But Art Germs is just fantastic. Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys Marvel History. Paul Scheer has written a rather funny book. I've been digging it so far. It's a good mix of humor and alternate takes on the history of the Marvel Universe. We also get Dead Man Logan by Mike Henderson, and I want to say Ed Brisson. Digging it. I love Mike Henderson's art. I've liked it since Nailbiter. That was really my first introduction to it. Not a big Deadpool reader, but the Granov Marvel's 25th variant, Vision Scarlet Witch variant cover is awesome, and I recommend looking for that. I can see a nice secondary market for that. Domino Hotshots number 4. One more issue after this. I like Gail Simone, and it has Diamondback in it, so I was going to buy it no matter what. Guardians of the Galaxy Annual number 1. One of the variants is by Ron Lim. I love Ron Lim's cosmic art, and I have for years, so I will be picking that up. And for the 90s nostalgia people, Dale Keown and Peter David are together again for Incredible Hulk Last Call. There is a B cover that I'm weirdly interested in by Adam Kubert. The Keown Eric A cover is also pretty great. Meet the Skrulls number 5, the last issue of the miniseries is out. I've enjoyed it. We'll be picking that up. Does it have long-term appeal? I'm not too sure. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider, pretty much we all know the series is restarting yet again. It's just called Ghost Spider, and she's going to be part of the Marvel 616 universe because we got to have more Spider people in that universe. But it is what it is. They had to get Miles and her together one way or another. Star Wars Age of Rebellion Luke Skywalker. I will be picking up the Mike McCone C variant. And Tony Stark Iron Man number 12. Fantastic cover. Alexander Lozano, and it is a very striking cover. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up just for the cover, but it's pretty good. But Uncanny XMen number 19, I will be picking up for the cover because it's Whilce Portacio, and I like Whilce's art. Also, the Marvel's 25th anniversary for Uncanny X-Men 19 by Phil Noto is also pretty fantastic. War of the Realms number 5 is out, and War of the Realms Journey and Mystery number 4, and War of the Realms New Agents of Atlas, which is the one I actually recommend picking up because new characters all the time. Dynamite, I'm probably not picking it up, but Army of Darkness, Bubba Hotep, I'm probably trade waiting on that. If you're a Betty Page fan, Betty Page Unbound number 1 is out. Lots of cheesecake covers. Elvira, Red Sonja, Vampirella, Xena, all bad girl books. Boom Studios, I will be picking up Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the reboot by Jordi Belair. Really digging it, and I'm sure there's a bunch of Power Ranger fans. Those come out this week as well. And that is pretty much it for me this week. Not a huge week for me, which I'm kind of happy about. For those interested, I will be joining D Comic Queen or DC Comic Queen on her YouTube channel tonight at 9 Central, 10 Eastern to discuss Heroes in Crisis, the series as a whole. I believe it's kind of going to be a couple other guests too. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. I'm rereading it this morning just to be fresh on it and see if possibly my opinion changed. So far, I'm in a weird place with it that I think, well, I'll save it for that. I will post a link at some point where you can watch it. 4 issues in, and my opinion hasn't changed too much on it. So anyway, just like to thank you for watching my video, and comment, like, subscribe, share, and happy hunting this Wednesday, guys.